the leaders we revere, the businesses and institutions that last, they are not generally the result of a narrow pursuit of popularity or personal advancement, but of devotion to some bigger purpose, the preservation of the Union, or the determination to lift a country out of a depression, the creation of a quality product, a commitment to your customers, your workers, your shareholders, and your community, a commitment to make sure that an institution like ASU is inclusive and diverse and giving opportunity to all. That's the hallmark of real success.
You have a limited time to stay on earth.
We do not care whether the cat is black or white, as long as it can catch mice.
But humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have.
I want to fulfill the highest, truest expression of myself as a human being. Service and the significance that you bring to your service is that which is lasting, and significance equals success. Found yourself with people who are going to fill your cup until your cup runneth over. Let excellence be your brand.
.299.9, but also on www.radioculture.org. Call me, everything that's coming with you tonight. This is the Winners Show. This is the last Winners Show of 2021. You cannot imagine, guys. And we are so grateful for you guys for being with us from January up to December. And we are right here to tell you goodbye for 2021, but also welcoming 2022. So tonight, I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with my special co-host, Mr. Thierry Nijimbere. You come in the studio of Culture Radio. Again, you are no longer a guest.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not a guest, and but I'm excited to be here once again for the very last time in 2021.
Wow, that's really interesting. It's your last time.
This is my very last time. This is the last show.
The last show of 2021.
The Winners Show. So if
up to next year. Up to next year, that's when you'll be back.
Yeah,
next year. Till next year, not to this year. So I was saying that we are grateful for guys who have been with us from January up to December, who endured our mistakes. I don't know, whatever we didn't do. We beg your pardon, guys. We beg your pardon. Maybe I know there are sometimes you expected us, and unfortunately we didn't show up. Right?
Yeah, busy. It was a busy year. 2021 was a busy year.
Absolutely.
But I believe they will actually understand.
They will understand us.
We have many different responsibilities.
But now we have to promise them that next year will be a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
2022 will be very hot.
Very hot. What are you planning for 2022? But anyway, that's a secret. We reveal it next Sunday, right?
Exactly.
For the very first show of 2022.
Yeah.
You know what? I have seen many people, different social media showing that 2021. You understand that you will one, but try your best next year to be two.
Yes, I saw that post. It's actually interesting.
It's interesting. It's funny.
It's funny.
But a bit,
probably that's a wake up call.
But it's not funny at all. A bit there is a message behind.
I think yes, for some.
For some.
Not to everyone. Yes.
Why not for you as Mr. Thierry? Right.
For me, everybody have their own plan in life. So getting married is one of them, but people have different priorities. So as for me, I don't believe 2022 is my year to get married.
What?
Because I have other projects that I prioritize before engaging in marriage. You know, that's a very big, huge project that requires commitment.
Commitment.
So I have to get ready.
And the responsibilities as well.
Exactly. So many different responsibilities. Somebody said that getting married is one of the most important things, or one of the most important events that happens to our lives. Like the first one is to be born. When you get born, it's actually it's something to celebrate for. The next event is when you get married. So
that's the next event.
Yes, because that changes your life. When you are born, life is created.
And you're married.
When you get married, you change, your life status. And the third thing is actually to die. That's it.
But I don't know why to die is also included, because when you die, you are not aware of what is happening. Actually, you don't know that people are gathering and doing your funeral. They are crying. Some are crying. Some are happy. Because when you die, you don't know. Actually, I don't know why this is included among big events of somebody.
Some people, when they die,
since the person, the concern is not around to experience how that day is a big event for him.
You don't take part in the ceremony, but your family members, your friends and loved ones, they do some of the ceremonies when you die, because it's also another important event in your life. So getting married,
that's what I was saying. How is it important?
It's important because
since you are not around, and then they call it important.
Anyway,
when you don't take a part of it.
It's important for you to live this life, because you always you live what you acquired. You know that you cannot live in this earth forever. So when the time comes that you leave this earth, so it's another remarkable thing in your history that
people will be saying, hey,
it's written in your history. Yes. So getting married, when we come back, getting married, you there, from there you understand that it's something not to joke with. So you have to get enough preparation for it.
Enough preparation.
How about you? Let me ask you. How about you? 2022. Are you ready to get married?
I don't think a radio or the winner's show is the right place to proclaim or to declare. At least we should go where like and what do we call the place whereby you go with your girlfriend, then you sign for your engagement.
Okay.
That's where you can go at least.
Yes.
But right here at radio, catch you in the winner's show. I don't think it's my right place to declare.
Okay, the administration office there.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, absolutely. That's what I was saying.
Okay, let us wait and see.
Yeah, let's wait and see. The time will dictate what next, right? That's how it is. So let's enjoy the song which talks about Merry Christmas for you guys. We forget to tell you first
it's
of all.
Christmas.
Wow. Yesterday
was Christmas.
Yeah, actually.
Today the Christmas festivities continue.
Yeah.
So we have at least 3 days to celebrate Christmas. Anyway, for those who are believers, so it's an important event for them. It's so important. It's too important to be celebrated in one day. So they can prolong the celebration.
The holiday. Not the celebration, but also the holiday as well.
Something like that.
All right. Well, this is the winner's show. Let's enjoy the song, and then we'll be right back after the song. We keep on talking about celebrations. When we're talking about celebrations, you understand there is a word which is hidden over there, which is all about spending. We'll be right back after this short song. From who is the singer? From this one is Justin Bieber. The song is Mi Cerrito. After the song, I'll be right back.
the streets spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. With you, shawty, with you, with you, shawty, with you, under the mistletoe. Everyone's gathering around the fire, chestnuts roasting like a hot July. I should be chilling with my folks, I know, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Word on the street, Santa's coming tonight. Reindeer's flying through the sky so high. I should be making a list, I know, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Shawty with you, shawty with you, under the mistletoe. With you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you, under the mistletoe. Yeah. The wise men follow the star, the way I follow my heart, and it led me to a miracle. Hey, love, don't you buy me nothing, don't you buy me nothing. I am feeling one thing, your lips on my lips. That's a merry, merry Christmas. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spend so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I will be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Yeah. Shawty with you, shawty with you, under the mistletoe. Yeah. Shawty with you, oh yeah, under the mistletoe. Under the mistletoe. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe. Baby, that you love me so.
Actually, that song was Miss Rita from Justin Bieber, and then actually one of the most tuned songs, especially when it comes to Christmas days. And let's greet one of our friends who is already tuned, Kevin Kamus Nyonguru, who said bye to Winners 2021. And you know, Thierry, he mentioned that he wished to be the first guest in 2022.
Great pleasure. It will be a great pleasure
It's
for us to
a
have
great
him
pleasure for
as
us.
the first photo.
Actually, the guy, wow, do you know where he is? Actually, he's the one among entrepreneurs that we have right in Burundi. He's transforming sweet potatoes into flour, and then from that flour you can have porridge.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Congratulations to him if
That's
he's
actually,
following.
yeah. That's actually what he's doing for now, if he has not yet changed. So we were talking about celebrations. You know, December, well, it's a month like others, but a bit different. We have so many days to celebrate. We start with the Christmas day. After the Christmas day, we have the New Year. Wow.
Yeah, we prepare to the big event.
The big event.
The New Year, where people get to celebrate. Everybody in the everyone in the world, regardless of their religious belonging or something like that. Everybody believes in the calendar that we actually use, except for Ethiopians. They have their own calendar.
Anyway, they are not yet there.
I think we'll have actually the biggest number of people who will actually join us in celebrating the New Year.
Well, Ethiopians, they have their own calendar. They are not celebrating with others. But what sometimes comes in my mind, Mr. Thierry,
Yes.
is how do they deal with this, whereby the whole world is celebrating, but they are set apart.
Well,
they are not involved.
Yes. That's a good question, and
I know you have been in
think-
Ethiopia.
Yes.
You know actually maybe the philosophy behind.
Well, it doesn't require to have been, one day in Ethiopia to understand that. Even through research or through, word of mouth or hearsay, you can actually understand what it is. Well, I think that we use the calendar that we use is a Roman one, so it's from white people. The calendar we use is from white people. They are the ones that mention the dates to be celebrated on, or a couple of different things. They are the ones that have set Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. They are the ones that have chosen how many months exist in 1 year. The months that make a year. So we just get them from white people as we've been colonized. On the other side, Ethiopia has not been colonized. I don't know if you remember.
I remember the story. Yeah.
So they have not been colonized. So they have been able to make their own research and discover, the time and how to measure time. So they came up with their own calendar. So they have their own, and that they are the ones that have 1 year is made up of how many months?
12 months
13 months.
for them.
Yeah, according to their calendar. 1 year is made of.
I didn't know that.
Is made up of 13 months. So it's crazy.
Okay. Now, what I want you to tell me, how does it called the 13th month? How do they call it? Because we have January, we have February, March, April,
December.
We're up to December. Then after December, how do they call the 13th month?
Yeah, maybe that's the thing that I haven't known till today. Because I was reading in the BBC and the title was "Welcome to Ethiopia, where a year lasts 13 months," something like that. But I don't know exactly the name of the 13th month. I don't even know that they have the same names as the names we have. I don't know if January for them is named January because they have not been colonized, and they are independent even in naming the months probably. So maybe I will make research and try to find out the name that they have given to the 13 months. To the 13 month, yeah. If ever we have the same names.
What I know, you see now the world is ending 2021, but for Ethiopians they are not yet there.
They are still in 2014, something like that.
Yeah, in 2014,
Yes.
like that.
So it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if they believe in the birth of Jesus, because
I don't know.
usually that's why it's even controversial, the date on which we celebrate Christmas, the 25th December, because normally when Jesus was born, that's where the world started counting the years. So when Jesus was born, I don't know at which year they were, but when Jesus was born, they started counting. Then they became they said now we are on year 0. And then year 1, year 2, so today we are in 2021. So it's after the birth of Jesus. So I don't know, probably that in Ethiopia they don't believe that Jesus was born the same day we or white people believe he was.
Yeah, actually,
So I don't even know that they believe in the birth of Jesus. That's where we can try to find out the reason why they count their own way.
All right, so I think we have to step in a bit or talk to some of our friends whom we have in Ethiopia to give us more details
Yes.
about it, because well, I know I have many friends in Ethiopians,
Yeah.
ladies and boys. We cannot forget ladies from Ethiopia. You know, they sometimes win competition when it comes to beautiful ladies in Africa, right? We cannot forget that.
Exactly. Yeah, Ethiopia is amazing.
All right.
So we need to pray for their security.
Yeah, absolutely.
As they are-
Now, I think now with the recent news reported that now the Robins, they are, I mean,
They have failed. Eh?
they are shrinking
Yes.
back.
Ah, okay.
They are shrinking back. They have been hit by
So thankfully,
the public. I
Yeah.
mean, soldiers or national
Yes.
defense, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the military have been
Led
stronger
by
than
the
them.
Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
since he
news.
himself decided to quit the office to the battlefield, now the battlefield, I mean, gives positive result.
Yes.
Yeah, the battlefield
Yeah.
now shows positive result, and then what we have heard is that those Robins now are shrinking back.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
are
yeah.
failing absolutely. Now they are even saying, hey, we need to negotiate, we need to talk, because we see the way through the wall is not really
It's unreachable.
it's unreachable.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
doesn't work.
All right.
So we have to thank God that everything will be okay. Because
Mm.
Ethiopia is a nice country. It shouldn't be
High in the
shouldn't
world.
be at
All right. So now let's come back where we were talking about celebrations, including December, which is a month of many celebrations. So many people spend a lot, and then it
Some
has
people
been proven
some
that
people take some travel.
Mm.
They travel.
you know,
for
June,
vacation.
December travels, especially flights, not only flights, even transportation by car are very expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive because a lot of people are traveling.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why now I have decided that I will never travel in December.
That's a sign of broke.
No. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm broke. No, I can travel, I can go wherever in December. But the issue is not about money.
Okay.
The issue is about the traffic jam.
Okay.
Traffic jam. Not only when we talk about traffic jam, people may understand that we are focusing on the cars, on the roads, transportation by road. But when it comes even to airplanes, there could be a kind of a traffic jam at the airport. You're going to find there are so many travelers. There are so many
traffic jams for people, not for airplanes.
Yeah,
because-
for people. Yeah, absolutely. That's a kind of a traffic jam I was talking about. So now, Mr. Thierry, we were talking about spending in December. Well, now January has been said to be a month which is longer than other months. Why is
December
that?
or January?
January.
Yes, January. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yes, a lot of people have that misconception.
Is it a misconception,
I
or
think
it's true?
I think it's a misconception. It's a misconception.
Why
How?
do you think it's a misconception whereby people say, you know, well, in January we suffer a lot?
Yes, people suffer. That's why they see that the month is not ending. You know, in December, people spend a lot because of celebrations, and then after the New Year, after the 1st of January, they discover that they have spent all the money.
Their pockets
spend
are
up
empty.
until they become broke. So they didn't think about their tomorrow, but just because they are led with emotions and joy, they are having much fun. They don't don't think about saving. Then they consume all the money that they have. So during January, when they are broke, they feel like the month is not ending. Most of them, it's difficult to make ends meet. They can't make ends meet because they have consumed prodigally. So to reach from the 1st or from the 2nd of January to the 31st of January, where most employees are given their salary, they struggle financially. So they wish January could be a bit shorter than it is, which is actually impossible. Because if January is made up of 31 days, they have to wait patiently until those 31 days passes. But just because they are broke and they are desperate to get their first salary, they see that that month is too long.
Actually, January should be like okay, now they have to, now I found out the solution. They can replace January by February.
Wow.
This can work out for real.
February, and make it
if
28,
February was January, because February is only
short.
28 days. 28 days.
So if they
this
made January,
this could give them a bit of hope.
Sure.
Yeah, they could have
this
a
is
hope at
impossible.
least that the day
this
the
is
month
impossible.
will be ended, the sooner the better.
Unfortunately, your wish or your proposal for a solution is not possible. Because January will remain January, February will remain February. So January can never be a 28 days month. It can't be possible. Or 29. Because February sometimes we have 29 days, sometimes we have 28. So this can never happen to January. So people need to be mindful on the way they spend.
All right, now we are still talking about spending. So now you, Mr. Thierry, as we are talking about how we found out that January lasts a bit longer than other months because people have spent a lot during December, especially when they are enjoying Christmas and then the Happy New Year when it's coming, and we understand that it is a big event they cannot put aside or forget it, because when you spend 12 months alive, this is something you should be grateful. Even when you have something you can take, enjoy, but you have to remember that the life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on. Actually, I don't know if you have seen that photo. It's actually a joke where they're showing the way people are celebrating on our Earth, on our planet. So the humans or the living being that are in other planets. You know that we have 9 planets, by the way. So on the other planets, there were people there, or some creatures over there were just watching the way people are crazily celebrating the new year. Then one asked his friend, have you seen what those guys are doing? Then he said yes. Then can you please explain to me why they are so excited that way? Then he said they are excited because their planet has finished a rotation around the sun. Then the other person said, those guys are crazy. I told you that they were stupid. Something like that. So what do I mean? I mean that the new year should be taken as the same day as the other. They should understand that on the new year, it's just the rotation of the earth around the sun that is finished. So they shouldn't take it too seriously or something like that. So they should actually they should actually spend moderately, if I can say that. Just considering the new year as the day as any other day.
So, according to you, why do you think people are actually spending when it comes, or overspending when it comes to
celebrating in
December.
In December. There are even those who save for this special month, so that December can arrive when they are, when their pockets are full, because they want to be happy, they want to enjoy, they want, something like that. They just want to fit in with their friends who plan to always go out during December, as a sign of showing that they are excited for the new year or Christmas, something like that. So people, when they are filled with joy, they lose control. And when they lose control, they spend all the money that they have in their pockets. So this is normal, and it's even understandable. That's why a philosopher one day advised that we should not take a decision when we are happy or when we are angry. When we are happy, you never control the spending. So that's why in December people spend a lot.
All right, so that's why people spend a lot. Let's have a short break, and then we'll be right back after that break. This is Culture Radio. We are broadcasting live from Jumbura on 88.2, 99.9 megahertz, but also on www.radioculture.org. But also you can follow us live on our Facebook page. You simply type in The Winners Show. You can be able to follow us live, but also you can leave your comments or your question right there. We are right here to interact with you dear listeners, viewers, and wherever you are, we are right here for you guys. Then after this song, we'll be right back. Well, we are right back after the trip break. We're listening to the song of Christmas. And then we are right here for you, ladies and gentlemen, dear listeners, wherever you are. This is Culture Radio. We are broadcasting live from Jimbura on 88.2, 99.9 megahertz. But also on www.radioculture.org. But also on our Facebook page, you simply type in the winners. You can be following us live, but also don't forget to subscribe, to like and share if you want to see the notification wherever we go live. So today we are still talking about what should be done during December so that people will not suffer during January, because they have overspent their earnings during December.
Yeah, it's that easy. One may simply say it's to avoid spending.
Is it possible to avoid spending during this December when for example, I know so many people say that December or the Christmas, it's a day especially for kids, for children. Is there any way of escaping, right? To buy them, clothes, to buy them delicious food, to take them out on the beach or on somewhere else and let them enjoy with other
it's
kids?
Difficult. I'd say it's difficult to so many people, but it's actually possible.
It has
happened to a lot of people. Some people would say if you want to avoid spending means you broke, or it means you have poverty mentality, something like that. But for me, what I can say is that you can stop spending for those who can, but for those who can't, just because it's a month of joy, it's a month of having fun. You can spend, but do not overspend. When you overspend is when you lose control, as I've said. Then you find the joy or the fun that you're having is controlling you rather than you controlling it. So this is the mistake, because if we have suffered the consequences of overspending during the December, this should give us a lesson. And I'm sure that the New Year's celebration doesn't happen once in life. It happens so many times. Every year we celebrate the New Year. So we need to understand that if in previous years, we went short of money in January as a result of overspending in December. So we should get a lesson from that and start, controlling or spending moderately, if I can say like that. So you just use your mind when spending. You go out with your friends, you drink. You don't need to, when you are full, for example, you don't need to keep drinking just because you are with your friends or because you are overjoyed. No, we need to use common sense.
But when you start drinking, it's absolutely impossible to limit yourself.
Yes.
This well, if you drink, you can ask for drink as whatever they are, drunk as whatever they are. They know that when you start drinking the first bottle, the second one, you feel a bit motivated to take the third one. After the third one, you see, at least let's limit yourself by the fourth.
Yes.
But after the fourth will be maybe the fifth will be the last. If you after taking the fifth will be maybe at least the sixth will be the last.
Until
you cannot limit
out
yourself until you're in the not only running out of money, you take a credit. Yeah?
Imagine. So that's a disaster. It's horrible. We shouldn't, spend prodigally. We should at least use our common sense, because if you enjoy beer or any other alcoholic drink, remember that even the manufacturer, the producer, which is Brasserie or Brarudi, you know what they say? Their slogan is what? Munywe ariko mwibuke kwigerera, which means,
do you think the issue of limiting yourself, does it work? If you try to analyze what is happening in the community, especially you see people who drink, you see them each and every day,
I
right?
see them.
Do you think, or do you see that they are able to control themselves over the beverage?
Most of them are carried away, with the joy, with the encouragement of friends, something like that. But we are required to be responsible. As a responsible adult, you need to know what is wrong and what is right. So pretending that you are in a Happy New Year or in a Christmas celebration, to overspend or spending prodigally, that's not an excuse. So we have to always keep track, of our financial situation. You cannot take the money you would use in 2 months and use it in 1 month, saying that you were celebrating the new year. Yeah,
but that's what is happening actually.
This is horrible. And as I'm talking, it's for, let me say, it's for most people, but not for all people, because there are people that have managed, to consume responsibly. So, and what proves that what I'm saying is right is what is the regret that people have during the so-called long month, which is January. Yes. So when you are in January, then you become
you understand how
then you
are
come
hit
back
by
you just
poverty.
Yeah,
right?
you come back, you watch the live stream and see the way
how
Thierry,
you were eating.
the way Thierry was saying that it's bad. We need to drink responsibly. That's where you will understand that you were mistaken to consume a lot.
All right.
We can't do something out of emotion. We have to do something applying wisdom. If, for example, let me say this. When you go to a nightclub, for example, then a nightclub is a place where people have, the most joy, the biggest joy ever, the greatest joy ever is the greatest fun ever is had in those karaoke, nightclubs, in concerts, in shows, something like that. So it is possible when you drink and then you feel you are okay, you can continue having fun by dancing. You keep dancing, and when you are tired, you just go back home. So you don't have to spend something like that. This is it's a hint I'm giving, and it has worked for a lot of people, because enjoying never finishes. Enjoying is for a lifetime. So you can't take something that you could do in 2 months and do it in 1 month or in 1 week. Yeah, that's irresponsible.
Absolutely, that's a responsibility. So now we are at least heading to the end of today's show. So now Terry want you to tell us, but just try to finalize or to summarize, what do you think initiatives can be done during this last week of December and the beginning of January of a new year?
Yeah, my opinion is that I'm not forbidding or preventing people from having fun. I would definitely encourage that, because it's good for our health. Okay, our mental health is always benefiting when we are having fun, we are enjoying something like that. But we need to be responsible. As I said, we need to use our common sense and spend what is to be spent, and not take the whole budget that we would use for January and finish it up in just 2 weeks. Christmas is just 1 week. Between Christmas and the New Year, it's 1 week. So you can't finish the money that you would use for January in just 1 week. That's silly. That's unwise. So we have to always use our common sense, and it is possible to actually have fun and survive the first month of the new year. Yeah, it's possible.
Wow, that's really interesting. So guys, well now we are actually at the end of today's show. We were talking about how you can just try to minimize your costs, your spendings, your expenditures during this
and
December.
Among the people that I was advising, I think you two are included, because you overspend sometimes when you get money. Yes.
And now I understand that,
when you have much money, you spend irresponsibly, thinking that your money will
actually sometimes though we are talking about limiting our expenses.
When you are with your friends, you are tempted to pay a drink for each and every one.
That's sometimes when you have money, you have to share with your friends. But
do it when you planned it. When you planned to pay for 5 people, just do it. But don't just buy for everyone that join you later.
You don't know what they call a tournée?
Yes, a tournée. What we call tournée. Do a tournée for those that you've come together. Okay.
If
the group of people you've gone to the bar together.
By the law of transitivity.
Yes.
If you are my friend.
Yes.
And then someone else is your friend.
Yes.
By transitivity, I become the friends of your friend.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
When I was buying a drink,
yes.
I was buying you a drink, and then your friend comes in.
Yes.
How will I escape buying a drink for him?
That's I would say that's an unwise African mindset, because I believe if you go to Europe, you will see very well how those civilized people, the way they think. So we should, it's the matter of changing our minds. You need to do what you have planned. Anybody that joins without, you did not call them, you did not,
that's a kind of
was
being
not in the
stingy,
calendar.
TAD. That's a
So
kind of being stingy.
if you happen to buy them, just buy them one bottle, not more than one. As
one is not
as so
enough
many
in our
people do.
traditional
So
culture of
among the people
Burundi.
I'm advising, make sure that you two are included.
Then which means I am pointing out. So you guys, you understand that he's accusing
So
me.
you
of-
brought me here not only for the benefit of those who are following us, but even for your own benefit.
All right, so guys, now you guys please avoid buying tonight these days, otherwise you'll be suffering in January.
You suffer the consequences.
You will suffer. You will dance the tune of your music. That's how they say. Mr. Thierry, let me say thank you for being with me tonight.
Thank you too. I'm so excited to have been here. It's a pleasure. I'm actually enjoying it as part of my New Year celebration. Thank you so much.
All right. But also let's thank Mr. Kevin Comes for being with us and also requesting to be with us next Sunday. If you will be available, we will let you be with us in the studio. Then we'll be sharing the New Year gift. Will be uncovering right here in the studio of Culture Radio, especially for our thankful listeners and viewers. So may God bless you. Let's meet again
Ciao.
next Sunday. Ciao.
Ciao. Next year.
Radio Culture, l'âme du peuple.
iradiyo imico kama,
iradiyo yanjye,
iradiyo yawe, iradiyo yacu.
The leaders we revere, the businesses and institutions that last, they are not generally the result of a narrow pursuit of popularity or personal advancement, but of devotion to some bigger purpose, the preservation of the Union, or the determination to lift a country out of a depression, the creation of a quality product, a commitment to your customers, your workers, your shareholders, and your community, a commitment to make sure that an institution like ASU is inclusive and diverse and giving opportunity to all. That's the hallmark of real success.
You have a limited time to stay on earth.
We do not care whether the cat is black or white, as long as it can catch mice.
But humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have.
I want to fulfill the highest, truest expression of myself as a human being. Service and the significance that you bring to your service is that which is lasting, and significance equals success. Pound yourself with people who are going to fill your cup until your cup runneth over. Let excellence be your brand.